Hi everybody, I am Kate Tracy and I am here to lead us in um, pretty standard Baptiste practice where we focus on the breath, your drishti, so your gaze, and really locking the core. So we're going to be building heat through this, so creating tapas through the breath, um, and really kind of going inward to push ourselves to that edge. So let's get started in extended child's pose. Knees are spread wide on your mat. Big toes come to touch. Spread your fingers wide on the mat. Let your forehead drop down. Sink down in between your legs. Maybe rock your head from side to side. Take a few moments here to bring your attention to your breath. In this practice, we're going to use a breath that is called Ujjayi Pranayama. So it is a long, slow breath in and out through the nose with a constriction at the back of your throat. So as you're exhaling, imagine yourself fogging up a mirror without actually opening your mouth, so your lips are sealed. 2 more breaths right here. On your next inhale, come up into tabletop. Your knees are stacked under your hips. Wrists are under your elbows, shoulders. Fingers are spread wide like they're suctioned to the mat. Take a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, push the mat away. Take 2 more rounds on your own breath. Exhaling as you push the mat away, connecting the breath. Come to a neutral spine. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Roll out the wrist. Start to make some large sweeping circles, gently warming up the shoulder. The next time you reach the top, pause, reverse your circle, opposite direction. The next time you reach the top, pause, roll out the wrist. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing your shoulder ear down to the mat. Taking your options, if you'd like to extend your left hand to the top corner of the mat, or take your half bind, kickstand your left leg, whatever that is right now. 2 more breaths. Bring your left hand back under your shoulder. Remove your kickstand. Inhale, right arm back up to the sky. Roll out your wrist 1 more time. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, left arm comes up. Roll out the wrist. Start making your large sweeping circles, warming up the shoulder. The next time you reach the top, reverse your circle. The next time you reach the top, pause, roll out the wrist. Exhale, thread the needle, shoulder ear down to the mat. Kickstanding the leg, extending your arm, or taking your half bind. Bring your right hand back under your shoulder. Remove your kickstand. Inhale all the way back up. Roll out the wrist. Hand comes back to the mat. Fingers spread wide. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. Open your eyes. See one point at the back of your mat. Use this as your point of focus when you are in your downward dog. Always return to this point. 2 more breaths here. Look to your hands. Step to the top of the mat. Separate your feet about hip width distance, maybe even a little bit wider, so maybe your toes come to the edge of the mat. For ragdoll, so grab opposite elbows with opposite hands, let your head hang low. Sway your torso from side to side. Release your hands. Toe heel your feet together so your big toes come to touch. The little gap between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root down through your feet, rise to stand, Tadasana. Look up in between your hands. Fingers are spread wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your eyes to close. We will begin our practice with 3 Ohms. You can either do it with us or you can say it internally in your mind. Deep inhale. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Spread your fingers wide. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into your high plank. Lower down halfway, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Thighs up off of the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Look to your hands. Step, walk, jump, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down through your feet. Look up in between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step, walk, jump, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. One more, sun A, hands to the mat, step back, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step, walk, jump, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, thunderbolt, share. Send your tailbone down towards the mat. Chest is shining forward. Thunderbolts coming out of your fingers. Root down through your heels. Everybody drop your seat down just a little bit lower. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your right foot forward. Drop your back heel, rise warrior 1. deep bend in your front knee. Your knee should be coming right over your ankle. Rooting down through your feet. Lean into the knife edge of your left foot. Inhale, look up. Exhale, flow through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, rise, warrior one. Sink right in. Enjoy where you are right now. Our lips are sealed. We're creating that heat. Inhale, look up in between your hands. Exhale, high to low. Back you go. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Look to your hands. Step, walk, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. We're going to move a little bit faster. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low. Ride the wave. Inhale, brings you up. Exhale, sends you right back. Right foot forward, ride the wave up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, brings you right back down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Send your right leg high behind you. Bend your knee, open your hip. Stay right here or start to flip your dog. Feet are parallel, pressing in through the corners of your feet or in through your heels. Arm is extended out back. Exhale, flip back over, high plank. Baptiste on the right. You can come down to your knee if you'd like. Hold here 2 more breaths. Inhale, look up at your hand. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up. Take your heel, send it towards your right glute. Stay here or flip your dog. Press down through your heels, press your hips towards the sky. Inhale here, send your hips even higher. Exhale, high plank. Baptiste side plank on the left. Inhale, look up at your arm. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step, walk, jump. Top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Sit really low in your seat. Hands come to heart center. Prayer twist to the right. Left elbow over right knee. With every inhale, you're lengthening your spine. With every exhale, you're twisting open. You can stay here or you can open your arms. 2 more breaths. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, fold forward. Separate your feet about hip width distance for yogi toe lock. So take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, melt forward. One at a time, release your toes. Bring your big toes back together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Hands come to heart center. Prayer twist to the left. Right elbow outside of left knee. You can stay here, or you can open your arms. Lengthen the crown of your head. Hold here, one deep breath in. Look up at your left hand. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet about hip width distance. For Gorilla Hatha Padangusthasana, so stand on your hands. See if you can work your toes up near your wrist crease. So you're massaging out your palms, the bottoms of your feet. Let your head hang low. Release your hands one at a time. Big toes come back together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step, walk, jump, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Eagle on the right. Right knee over left. Left under right. Start to move your elbows up towards your shoulder line while trying to pin your shoulder blades together. So you have two forces working against each other. Squeeze everything into the center, sit a little bit lower. Inhale, rise. Opposite side. Left over right. Left under right. Wait, did I do that right? Sink right in. Squeezing everything into center. Inhale, rise. Standing leg raise, so root down through your left foot. Right foot comes up off of the mat. You can either reach for your big toe or your knee. If you're reaching for your big toe, come directly out front, then open up to the side. Come back to center. Inhale your arms up. Straighten your leg. Pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to kick your heel back. Airplane. Like your back foot is going to stamp on the wall behind you. have to edit this. Come through heart center. You might want your block into half moon. You can either look down at the ground. You can take your weight out of your hand, play with your balance a little bit. Slowly bring your right foot back to meet the left. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise. Standing leg raise on the left. Root down through your right foot. Either take your big toe, open up to the front, then move out to the side. If you see a leg there, you can help them out. Come back to center. Extend your arms up into one-legged Tadasana. Pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come into your airplane. From airplane, half moon. Hand can come to a block. Make sure that your toes are facing directly towards the top of your mat. And you can stay right here if you'd like and start to move into a twist open. One more inhale here. Exhale, left foot meets right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, Tadasana. Dancer on the right. So reach for the inside arch of your right foot. Bring your knees into alignment. Then start to kick forward. Pressing the top of your foot into the palm of your hand. Reaching forward. Inhale, rise. Switch sides. Inside arch of your left foot. Knees in alignment, then start to come forward into your dancer. Inhale, rise. Tree pose. Kickstand your right foot. You can either leave it right here, come to your shin, or the inside of your left thigh. Sole of your right foot is pushing into the inside of your left leg. Your left leg is pushing into the sole of your right foot. You extend your arms or stay right where you are. Drop your shoulder blades down into the back pockets. Gently bring your right foot back to the mat. Left side. Take a look up in between your hands. Exhale your left foot back to the mat. Inhale. extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your right foot forward in between your hands. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hand to a block or outside your right foot. Open into triangle. It will go much smoother the next time. Your gaze can be out, up, or down. Keep a soft bend in your front knee so you're not locking out your knee. Inhale, rise to stand. So toes in, heels out a little bit, all facing the left side of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Slowly lower your head down to the mat. Your hands can come outside your feet. Your head can come to a block or the mat. Slowly begin to rise halfway using your core, then all the way up. Toes face the front of the mat. Step your back foot about halfway up, coming into pyramid. I want to grab your block here in the front. Let your head hang low. Again, careful not to lock out your knees, so make any adjustments that you need to make to widen your stance or close it off a little bit so you feel like you're not going to tip over. That's the point. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hand to the block or the mat. Twist open to the right, twisting triangle. Inhale here, look up. Exhale, remove the block. Step back, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your left foot forward, straighten the front leg, open up into triangle. Rooting down through your feet. Inhale, slowly rise. All 10 toes. Toes slightly in, heels out. Side facing forward fold. Crown of the head comes down to the mat. You can either do what you did on the other side or take a chest expansion and release your hands. You can leave them at your low back or start to move them down towards the ground for a little bit more. Release your hands, bring your hands to your hips, engaging your core. Lift halfway, then all the way. Both feet facing the front. Step your right foot up about halfway for pyramid. Each foot should have its own lane here. Right hand comes down to a block or the mat. Left arm twists open, twisting triangle. Inhale, look up. Exhale, remove the block. Take your flow, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Slowly lower down. You can use your knees if you want, all the way onto your belly. For locust, interlace your hands behind your lower back. Bring your big toes together to touch. Your gaze is down at the ground. Take a deep inhale here. On an exhale, peel up everything off of the mat. See if you can work your thighs up off of the mat. Work your toes together. Exhale, come down. Let's take locust again. Interlace your hands. Big toes together. Come on up. Join the party. Exhale down. Either take another round of locust, or if you'd like to join us in floor bow, reach for the outside tops of your feet. Or your ankles, whatever will work better for you. Bring your knees together. Inhale here. Exhale, push your feet into your hands. Try to keep your knees as close together as possible. One more breath here. Exhale, bring everything down. Maybe if you'd like to windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Come back to center. Locust or floor bow. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Push yourself into child's pose, extended child's pose. Knees spread wide. Rock your head from side to side. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Send your right leg high behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Come into your half pigeon. Work your shin towards your left wrist. Come up at first, eyes to the horizon, then melt forward. You can extend your arms forward or use your forearms as a pillow. Feel your body pulsating. Slowly come back up. Hands come to the mat. Three-legged down dog. Right foot comes back to the mat. Send your left leg high. Left knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg high. Left knee, left elbow, come forward. Left leg high. Left knee, right elbow, come across. Inhale, high. Come into your half pigeon. Situate yourself. Then start to melt forward. Slowly start to bring yourself back up. Pushing into your three-legged down dog. Left foot comes back to the mat. See your hands. Step, walk, jump all the way through. Legs extended out in front. For Christine's favorite pose, do you want to say it?
Paschimottanasana.
Paschimottanasana. Arms up to the sky. Slowly come forward, long spine. Then let your arms fall wherever they fall. Then let your head melt down. Gently walk yourself back up. Extend your left leg out to the side. Right sole of your foot comes inside the left leg. Turn your torso to face your extended leg. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, come forward. Switch sides. We'll slowly walk yourself back up. Right leg extends. Left sole of your foot comes to the inside of your right leg. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Fold forward. Let your head hang low. Gently come back up. Come to center. Both feet on the mat. We're going to come into boat pose. So you can stay here gently leaning back in your seat. You can bring your feet up off of the mat. You can bring your arms up. You can move your feet so you can see my face. Hi. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Feet are extended towards the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your head. Bring your gaze right behind you, the wall behind you. And we're going to pulse up for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly lower your right heel down towards the mat. Pulse up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your legs out. Don't rush it. Pulse up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both legs come up. You can place your hands kind of under your hips. So your thumbs will be making like a little, thumbs and pointers will have a little diamond underneath your sacrum. So our toes are flexed. Really engage legs. Slowly lower 30 degrees. Press your low back into the mat. Slowly lower 30 degrees more. Don't let your low back pop up off of the mat. Lower to hover. If you want, you can take a look at your toes. Wiggle your toes. Come back up one more time. Again, toes flexed. Lower 30. Another 30. Hover. Wiggle the toes. Come back up. Release your hands. Rock out. Roll around on your spine. Both legs up towards the ceiling again. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Start to bend your left knee. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Draw your knee in towards your chest. You can use your right elbow as a lever to push your knee forward. Release your grip. Slowly let your legs in the same formation they are now drop off to the left. Keep both shoulders on the mat. Bring your gaze off to the right. Bring yourself back to center. Both legs come up again. Left ankle on top of right knee. Bend the right knee. Start to draw your knee in. Really feeling this in the left glute. Keep your left toes flexed to protect your joints. Release your grip. Let your legs fall off to the right. Gaze can come to the left. Come back to center. Happy baby. Inside or outside arches of your feet. Maybe extend one leg and then the other. Iron out your spine. Draw both knees in towards your chest. Bring both soles of your feet together. Down onto the mat, Supta Baddha Konasana. Place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Then extend your legs for your final resting posture, Shavasana. Let your arms and your legs go long. Begin to notice the vibration in your body, the heat that you've created, that energy force around your skin for all of the wonderful things you've done during your practice. You've built your fire, now you get to have your marshmallows. You can stay here if you'd like, resting, or if you'd like to come out of your practice, begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Rock your head gently from side to side. Move your tongue around the inside of your mouth. Brush your thumb over your fingertips. Take a long body stretch. Begin to draw your knees in, rolling onto whatever side of the body you would like. With your eyes closed, come to a comfortable seat. Hands come to heart center. We will close our practice just the way we began. Either join us or say these silently in your mind. Inhale. Thank you, everybody, for being here during class. I am Kate, and this is Christine, and we'll see you next time.
Namaste.